Then a group of BYU students wants your next winter coat to be gas-powered. We'll explain coming up next. Well, a lot of people come up for ideas, for inventions or businesses. Not many of them will ever be successful, though, and make a lot of money. But a group of BYU students, well, they seem to be on the fast track. They hope to change how we stay warm outside. Here's Leslie joins us live. What is this secret invention?
Well, it all has to do with gas, heavy gas in a container just like this one. So in the future, you can forget about the down, the fleece, all the layers you have to wear this time of year, and control your temperature with something as simple as this. The sun was shining on Snow Basin Resort this day, but don't let that fool you. It was anything but warm. Right below the summit of Mount Ogden, 9,500 feet at the top of the Needles Express lift at Snow Basin, 6 degrees. Ooh, that's cold. You start skiing and it's even colder. So how appropriate that we came here to see a new type of insulation using gas injected into a custom jacket liner.
One of the gases that we use is actually about 30 times more efficient than the industry leader.
This is 26-year-old Nate Alder.
I'm the CEO of the company.
He's an undergraduate student at BYU who's been picking away at his degree.
I'm taking the kind of the slower track to get done with school.
But can't seem to quit coming up with new solutions to old problems.
I've never taken a chemistry class in my life. In fact, a year ago I thought argon was a character of the Lord of the Rings.
But when he was scuba diving off the coast of Brazil, he learned that divers use noble gases to insulate their dry suits. Noble gases are the ones on the far right side of the periodic table. And Alder set about learning more about argon, krypton, and xenon.
As you move down, they become heavier, thicker molecules.
They are not only safe, they transfer heat slowly, making them excellent insulators.
With our newer valve system that we're integrating right now, it'll completely fill the jacket in less than a second.
Alder had the idea, but he needed help to build it.
At first I thought, hey, that's a crazy idea.
Mechanical engineer Brady Wolford is a PhD candidate at BYU and listened to Alder's pitch. MBA student Ben Mon did the same.
He comes in with a computer, with a PowerPoint, and a vision.
The ones who showed their true commitment were Brady and Ben.
Wolford says it was difficult to come up with the liner's labyrinth of chambers to hold the gas, and they are still going through concepts for valves.
Getting a valve system that's small enough that you don't feel like you have this enormous valve.
But investor money started coming in over the past 6 months.
When an investor was like writing a check that said, I want to make this happen, you said, wow.
Back at Snow Basin, Nate Alder showed me how they hope people will control their own climate.
Look, I got ribs, baby.
It's fully pumped up there.
I'm pumped up. The liner can be incorporated in all sorts of products because it is less than a millimeter thick when deflated. The gas canisters weigh only 16 grams, and they guess people would only go through 1 or 2 per season.
I've had gas in this actual jacket here for over a month.
Former president of Solomon, Tom Berry, has seen a lot of weird ideas in this industry.
I mean, there's always that healthy dose of skepticism where you're sitting there going, is this for real or not? And I can tell you it's absolutely for real. It's what I would call game-changing technology.
This insulation may be to the outdoors industry what the iPod was for portable music. You know, it's pretty cold earlier, but now that I've got air inside the jacket, I feel considerably warmer. Every year, people add layers or strip them off, trying to control their temperature. Now it looks like a handful of BYU students have come up with a way to put a thermostat in our clothes. And it was just yesterday, the guys from Klymit, they won the Invented in Utah competition, a $14,000 prize. BYU planning to send them to all sorts of competitions around the states because of this invention. But more importantly, and in the long term for their company, they plan on opening an office in Ogden, and they're already finalizing contracts with major manufacturers of sportswear and clothing. Shauna, back to you.
It's awesome. Your skiing's not bad either.
I'm just looking forward to trying out one of these jackets once they're on the market. It's going to be very cool. Just a year and a half away, probably.
We love the reporter involvement. Thanks a lot.
Hey, listen, after the winter that we have had, I think that that jacket's going to be a great invention. I'd be very interested in trying that out. It has been an unseasonably cold winter. Today, temperature readings were about 12-13 degrees below normal for this time of the year. We just can't get rid of some of this cold air.